Hello Virgo, welcome to Empress Moon Tarot. I'm going to be doing your mid-month reading for October 2018. This reading is a 9-card reading, past, present, future, past, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, etc. Future could occur between now and the end of October, or you could start to see some evidence of it occurring in the future. These have been pre-shuffled and cut. The deck's been cut into three piles and then reassembled. I don't know what they are, so we're going on a voyage of discovery together. And we were given 2 Mystical Wisdom Oracle cards for you, as well as 2 Romance Angel cards for you. So Spirit has quite a bit of advice for you on those areas. And let's see what we have. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. All right, central to your reading we have dun, 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 the 3 of Cups. Now, Taurus just recently had the 3 of Cups too, but they had the other 3 of Cups, which pointed more towards a 3-party situation. I'm happy to see yours like this. So we have Judgment. We have the Sun. We have the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Cups, the 9 of Swords, the Magician, the King of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Let me just take this in for just a minute, Virgo. Okay. Well, what I'm immediately what I'm seeing here in the past, I am seeing that you've been putting others before yourself. Now, whether that is involving a relationship, a work situation, or a family situation, or a friendship situation, that's unclear. We do have family and friends very much at the center of this reading, and so it is possible. This is celebrating with family and friends, though. Spending time with them, enjoying, you know, laughing, having a good old time. And I see some happiness there, so I'm not really sensing that it's family and friends related, but in either a love relationship, business relationship, project, volunteer work, something, you have been placing other people before yourself, which is a really great trait. It's, you know, it's giving, it's nurturing, it's you know, it's a very calm, steady energy, right? And, you know, you've had a lot of happiness. However, you've been gaining some clarity on the situation, and it looks like you've been starting to see that some other people might be taking advantage of that. Because with Judgment, we see forgiveness and atonement, and you know, the taking responsibility for your actions and moving forward into the future. And so I'm sensing, energetically speaking, what I'm feeling strongly is that you're starting to feel as if you've been taken advantage of a little bit, that people have been asking too much of you, and you're starting to recognize that you're always giving, 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 and you're not taking time to give to yourself. You may not even be allowing others to give to you either. That's hard to say, but I feel as if that's really been weighing you down, that you've been having some trouble forgiving other people for that. With the Judgment card, we also have a sense of, you know, needing to be able to atone for your own past behaviors. So it's possible somebody could be dealing with something of that nature as well, associated with friends and family. But I see that you're very much in control of your emotions currently with this King of Cups energy, very emotionally restrained too. So not only are you in control of your emotions, but your emotions are, you've got them in check, right? Very tender-hearted and compassionate energy here. And so I'm really feeling like you feel like you've been taken advantage of. And I'm not sure which area of your life that is, Virgo, but I'm sensing that real strongly. But you are trying to, you know, control yourself and not, you know, lose your cool in, you know, the overall situation. You know, you're trying to be more compassionate and trying to understand their viewpoint, being more diplomatic and sympathetic of their situations. It's almost like you look at it and go, well, you know, I know they asked me to do this, and they're always asking me to do blah, 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 but I kind of see why they need the help, you know, so I'm glad I can be there. So it's almost like you're rationalizing everything, but in a sense, you're still a little bit angry about feeling like you've been taken advantage of. Now, Judgment is also about change, you know. So it's possible that you could be going through a period of personal growth as well, in which you're having to look at your past behaviors, forgive yourself for any past behaviors, you know, and to forgive others for what they have done to you, even if they're not in your life now. You know, processing those hurts. You definitely have moved to a period where, you know, you've got your emotions in control, but it looks like you could have been going through a period of self-growth there as well. Now, I do see that you're up at night a lot, though, Virgo. You're in your head with worries and fears, and we're going to clarify this using our mini Celtic Tarot here in a minute. I love this deck. I feel kind of silly using this little baby deck in my videos, but I love it. It's always been very, very on point with me, and that's why I've decided to incorporate them into these, because I only use them for clarifiers. I don't use them for actual readings, for the spreads anyway. So something's keeping you up at night. Maybe the stress of giving. You know, having to give so much to others may be stressing you out in other areas of your life as well. And that could be causing you to kind of ruminate on things and look at things through a hazy viewpoint. Now, I'm a little surprised to see this with the King of Cups in your present, because King of Cups is very much in control of his emotions, but yet here you are worrying and you know, in fear. It's almost as if you're presenting yourself to your family and friends as if you're cool and collected, you have everything under control, but yet at night you're like, realistically inside, you're like, you know, ready to explode. Now, the King of Swords, he can have a very intense, dominant type of energy with him, and it looks like you're going to get to a point, probably towards the end of October, where you suddenly decide, you know, I'm taking back control of this situation because this worry and anxiety is too much for me, and so you you pour yourself into making a change in how you interact with people, making a change in what you accept and what you don't accept in your life, and making a change on, you know, overall creating the life that you want to have, rather than allowing other people to kind of dictate how your day goes by, you know, everybody wanting something from you. And it looks like you're going to be communicating that very honestly, very directly, and keep in mind, Virgo, that this King of Swords energy, while honesty and direct, communication is extremely important, this energy expects it in return. So just be very careful when you are communicating with people. If they don't give you the respect and the honest integrity that you're expecting from them, try not to then exhibit the harshness of the King of Swords. He can be very harsh and kind of a angry soul at times, and a little bit intense. So be careful not to harness that energy, and to keep up with this more nurturing energy. I do feel that you are going to gain some clarity on these worries and fears, and when you gain that clarity on those worries and fears, it's going to help you to be more compassionate toward yourself, actually. To be a lot more compassionate toward yourself, and to, understand that it's okay for you to take back control of your life, Virgo. It's okay for you to not always be the one giving. And it's going that if you remain in control of your emotions with this King of Cups energy, as you communicate to your friends and family, it will be very, very helpful. So try to keep that in mind. That sympathetic, very much in control of his emotions, diplomatic type energy. Now you're going to be really, really, really dedicating yourself to making this change in your life, because the worries and fears seem to be really, really, really overwhelming. Okay, Spirit, can we please clarify the Nine of Swords? Nine of Swords. See, they're so tiny. Would be adorable, though. Little adorable cards. Okay. Okay, we definitely have the worries and fears have to do with, how you want to go about moving into your future. Okay, and with this Knight of Pentacles energy, he's very, very slow moving. So it seems like this stresses are really going to plague you for a while, probably. He's very much, unwavering. And the one positive and negative side of the Knight of Pentacles is he's willing to sacrifice for the ones that he loves. He's not very controlling, but unfortunately that leads, and we see that sacrifice for the ones you love, giving for the ones you love, leads to a lot of that stress and headache. But the rest of the stress is, how do I fix this going forward in the future? And you are going to recognize that you have everything you need to be able to do that. Why is Judgment here? Is there any other messages, Spirit, with Judgment that I need to give to Virgo? Okay, it looks like you may have to forgive somebody from your past too. Okay, let's see what we got here. The King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles again. There's that, giving to everybody else energy. You being very, very guarded as a result of a past love relationship. And that King of Wands energy has to do with confidence. I feel like this sense of judgment, the forgiveness that you need to either extend to somebody else or receive from somebody else, had to do with not only the fact that you're giving to everybody, but it looks like it was a past relationship which has left you feeling very, very hurt and guarded, and it has taken away some of your self-confidence. Okay, in our Mystical Wisdom Oracle cards, we have Cheer Up, Live in the Moment, super important, and Unicorn, Invite Serendipity. that may be what helps you to recognize that you're able to take back control of your life, whatever's going to happen here. So keep that in mind. Now, this was not really a love reading, but let's go ahead and see what they recommend for you, Virgo, going forward in your love life. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others, and very soon clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Absolutely beautiful, Virgo, in terms of those. This stuff, you know, keep in mind from a positive perspective, you're a very giving, loving soul, and that's where this is all coming from. And, you know, your family and friends love you, even though you might be feeling like you're being taken for granted or taken advantage of. They clearly do care for you, and I think that... and they bring you happiness. So I think that you're going to see some positive changes when you very sympathetically and compassionately move forward and take back control of your life. Well, Virgo, I hope that is of help to you this October 2018, and I'll see you real soon.